I love our people now. Don't get me wrong, I love our people. But you knew you was gonna be on this big stage.
Yeah.
So it's like you could have had a mentor or somebody at least tell you, you know, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this before the big race or whatnot. But I mean, life happens. She's young. We're all young. All make mistakes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, bigger blessings are coming her way.
What's up, Foreign Mafia? It's your girl Leah, and I'm back with another video. Today we're at Walmart, and I'm just gonna be simply asking people like how they feel about SHA'CARRI Richardson being banned, you know, due to like marijuana being in her system. But before we get into all that, make sure you follow me on my social medias. They'll be down below in the description box. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so I'm Leah and I'm here with
Shaky.
Okay, so the first question is gonna be like, are you familiar with like what weed is?
What weed is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think it has a positive effect on the body, a negative effect on the body, or like no effect at all?
Honestly, I think that shit negative for real.
Why?
Cause when I used to smoke weed, I was a bum.
What you mean use a bum?
I was lazy as fuck. I ain't do nothing. I slept all day, every day.
So is that like the only like negative effect you think it has on people?
Yeah, for real, for real.
Okay, so are you familiar with like SHA'CARRI Richardson and how she was banned from like having marijuana in her system?
Hell yeah, and if she see this, I'm trying to get married, babe.
Okay, so how do you feel about like the situation? Because like on one end I feel like it's like, damn, she was trying to like cope with like her mama dying and shit, but then again it's like, damn, she already knew like she was gonna get tested. So
Man, my thing is, how you gonna penalize somebody for taking some shit that negatively affect them? You feel me? Like,
yeah, right, like it didn't even slow them down though.
Smoking weed ain't gonna make her no faster. So let that bitch run for real.
Okay, so I'm here with
Jeremiah Spillers.
Okay, do you know like what weed is?
What weed is?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with it, yeah.
Okay, do you think it has a negative effect on the body, or a positive effect on the body, or like no effect at all? Because like I know like the only thing that I've ever heard is like, you know what depersonalization is?
Do not know.
Okay, well, yeah, like it's like when, I don't know, it's kind of like you stuck in like a high state.
I got you, okay.
Yeah, so like how do you feel about like weed?
I don't have a negative view on weed. I mean, because obviously they're legalizing it in certain states. But, yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of neutral about the subject, to be honest. And so I hope that kind of answers your question.
Okay, so are you familiar with like SHA'CARRI Richardson and how she was banned? Okay, how do you feel about that situation?
Ooh, man.
Because like I feel like it's like damn, she just lost her mom, and it's like, who are they to tell her like how to cope with that shit? But then again, it's like she knew she was gonna get tested, so it's like I'm kind of like, you feel me?
True. Yeah, I feel like, you know, for her to make it that far, and then unfortunately they tell her she can't race. Like that's kind of like, you know, it looks bad because it looks like they're trying not to have a black queen, really.
Yeah, because somebody else tested. They had like some testosterone in their like system, but they didn't like the punishment wasn't as like harsh.
Yeah. But then again, it's like, you know, I love our people now. Don't get me wrong, I love our people. But you knew you was gonna be on this big stage.
Yeah.
So it's like you could have had a mentor or somebody at least tell you, you know, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this before the big race or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I mean, life happens. She's young. We're all young. All make mistakes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, bigger blessings are coming her way. So.
Okay, thank you. I like that response. I'm Leah and I'm here with
Jasmine.
Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you is, do you think weed has like a negative effect on the body, a positive effect on the body, or like no effect at all?
I really feel like it has a positive effect in certain instances. You know, you have people that really need, you know, weed or marijuana to kind of get over their sickness or whatever. It can have a negative effect to slow you down, I guess. But in this case, you know, I don't think so.
Okay, okay, so like, are you familiar with like SHA'CARRI Richardson and how she was banned from like having marijuana in her system? Okay, so how do you feel about that? Because I feel like it's like, damn, like she just lost her mom, so she was trying to cope and shit. But then again, like she knew she was gonna get tested, so.
Well, I feel like, I do feel like there are certain stipulations and rules that we should follow if we all, come together and do something, like track or whatever the stipulations are. But I don't feel like it should have been to that extent. Maybe, maybe like a try again type thing. But yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I like that. Okay, so it's Leah and I'm here with...
Amari.
Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you is, like, how do you feel about weed? Like, are you familiar with what weed is?
Yeah.
Do you think it has a negative effect on the body, a positive effect on the body, or, like, no effect at all?
It just depends on what you're doing for real.
What you mean? Like explain further than that.
Like, some people can't do certain stuff when they high. But, like, certain people can do stuff better, so I don't know.
Okay, so, are you familiar with, like, who SHA'CARRI Richardson is and how she was, like, banned for having marijuana in her system? Okay, so how do you feel about that situation? Because, like, on one end, I feel like it's like, damn, like, she knew she was gonna, like, get tested, but she still decided to, like, make that decision. But then again, it's like, damn, she just lost her mom, and it's like, who is, like, anybody to tell her, like, how she should cope with, like, that situation?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, she knew she was gonna get drug tests, but, like, kind of wouldn't stop her from dying. If that's how she want to get over it, then that's how she choose to get over it.
Okay, so it's Leah, and I'm here with...
Christine. Shauna.
Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you is, like, are you familiar with, like, what weed is?
Yeah.
Do you think it has a negative effect on the body, a positive effect on the body, or, like, no effect at all?
Negative.
Why?
It made me paranoid.
Okay, what about you?
Positive.
Why?
Because I don't care about nothing when I get high.
Okay, so even though, like, it makes you paranoid, do you still, like, smoke it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then you lying?
Oh, I've been stuck.
Do you smoke?
Sometimes.
Okay, so, are y'all familiar with, like, the SHA'CARRI Richardson situation? Yeah. Okay, so, like, how do you feel about it? Like, because I feel like on one end, it's like, damn, like, she lost her mom, so she was, like, using weed as a way to cope. But then again, it's like she knew she was going to get, like, tested. So it's like, I'm kind of, like, conflicted on the situation.
Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, if you smoke weed one time, it really won't be in your system. So how she was like, I smoked that one time, I don't know about all that. It just, don't. But I still feel like they could have let her run.
Yeah, because somebody else had, like, testosterone in their system, and she was white.
I heard.
And like, the punishment.
Weed don't make you fast.
Yeah, it don't, like,
So,
yeah.
If anything, it should have slowed her down.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too, yeah.
She like. I just feel like they were trying to find a reason for her not to run.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Leah, and I'm here with...
Can't care.
So the first question I'm going to ask you is, like, are you familiar with, like, what weed is? And, like, are you familiar with, like, what weed is?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think it has, like, a positive effect on the body, a negative effect on the body, or, like, no effect at all? I know you're going to say positive, because... Zoom in on his eyes real quick. Okay, but like, how do you feel about it? Like, what's your opinion?
I think it got a negative effect because
So why the fuck? What is that?
it's like, what you mean for like the SHA'CARRI incident?
Nah, I'm just saying in general. Don't you going too fast?
I mean, it's a bad effect because it's like it's bad for your lungs.
And what else?
But it don't really. I mean, shit. You use it, goddamn. Your ass gonna be gone, goddamn.
What you mean you gonna be gone?
You gonna be right, but.
What you mean you gonna be right?
In the long run, you gonna be.
You gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck up your lungs. You better run.
Yeah, have you heard of like depersonalization and shit?
What's that?
It's like, I don't know, it's like you kind of get like from like people that smoke too much weed. Like, I think like after a long time you kind of like you can get like stuck in like a state of like being high, and it like you can't like you don't like, I don't know, like sober up.
Oh, I don't know. I don't smoke because I hope shit.
Huh?
I don't know.
You said you don't smoke.
No.
Okay. Okay, so are you familiar with like the SHA'CARRI Richardson like situation?
Yeah.
Okay, so like how do you feel about it? Because like on one end I feel like she was using weed to cope with like the loss of her mother, but then again it's like she knew she was going to be tested, so I feel like you know she already knew like what was up. So like how do you feel?
That ain't correct. Shit, let her run. But I don't know, they shouldn't suspend her from. They shouldn't. What they did? They suspended her from running.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that because weed really slow you down for real.
Yeah, and she was like.
You could tell the way how she shaped. She smoked, but I don't think they should suspend her because weed slow you down. It's not a performance enhancer. It shouldn't make you faster.
Yeah.
Now if it was like crack or something, then yeah. But nah, they shouldn't do that.
Okay, so I'm Leah and I'm here with
Garrett.
Okay, so the first question is like, are you familiar with like what weed is?
Yeah, I'm familiar with weed.
Okay, do you think it has a negative effect on the body, a positive effect on the body, or like no effect at all?
Not that much effect.
No effect?
Yeah, no effect.
Like, have you heard of like people having like depersonalization from that shit?
I haven't heard about that.
Okay,
It makes you high.
yeah.
So it has that effect.
Yeah, it's like you kind of like, some people kind of like get stuck in a state of high.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. Okay. So are you familiar with like who SHA'CARRI Richardson is and like the whole situation?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay. So how do you feel about it?
I feel like she should still be able to run.
Cause on one end I feel like she lost her mother, so she was using like weed as a way to cope. But then again, it's like she knew she was gonna get tested, so it's like kind of.
Yeah, I mean, she broke the rules. I mean, the rules are stated, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, it doesn't help you run faster. Steroids help you run faster, but
Yeah.
not weed. So,
Yeah, it like actually slows you down.
yeah, if anything, it doesn't make it an unfair advantage for her.
Yeah.
So she should still be able to run, in my opinion.
Okay, so it's Leah and I'm here with
Gero.
Okay, so are you familiar with like what weed is?
Yeah.
Do you think it has like a positive effect on the body, a negative effect on the body, or like no effect at all?
It depends on the person, I guess.
So like, what are like some negative effects you think it has, and like some positive, I guess?
I mean, I don't know. You feel I don't smoke, so.
Okay, yeah, I don't either. Okay, are you familiar with like the whole SHA'CARRI Richardson situation?
Yeah. I mean, you feel me? Weed is legal in some states, so you feel me? I don't feel like she should have been kicked from the Olympics. You feel
Yeah,
me?
because
I feel
it like
she should have at least got a chance. I just feel like, I don't know. They just hate. That's all.
yeah, because like we actually like slow you down, but she was like still on top and shit.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think it had no effect on her.
Okay.
I mean, because if it did, shit, she been smoking for so damn long.
Yeah.
Hell, what you gonna do now? She
Yeah.
done made it this far with smoking.
And
What
yeah,
the Olympics gonna do?
And yeah, she was like using it as like a coping mechanism, but like she knew she was gonna get tested, so like it's kind of like.
She knew what she was doing. If
Yeah.
she wanted to get caught, she got caught. It's cool.
So when you see me at the end of a video like this, you already know like an outro wasn't filmed. So that's like the whole point of me being right here. But yeah, if you guys made it to this point right here in the video, I want you guys to drop the emoji of like the person running down below in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave video suggestions down below. Love you guys. Bye, Foreign Mafia, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.